who have been going back and forth for quite some time now. Morel has been very, very vocal about wanting to get at David. I'm really looking forward to this fight.
It's so tough to hit him, especially if you're coming off wide. You got to really pinpoint the shots with David. I don't know if Morel has that in him. And I'm a sharpshooter. And David was able to, like, you know, with his length, be able to, like, block a lot of the shots I was throwing as well, too. So, I mean, you really got to set him up with some clean walk-in trap shots.
Pros have revealed their pick for David Benavidez versus David Morel. The boxing world thrives on endless speculation about future matchups, and one bout generating serious buzz is the February 1st, 2025 clash at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This highly anticipated showdown pits Benavidez against Morel, two standout contenders in the super middleweight division. What makes this fight so captivating? Both fighters bring distinct strengths and styles to the ring, earning them devoted fan bases and elite status. With the date fast approaching, fans and analysts alike are keen to hear the insights of the sport's leading figures. Dimitri Bivol and Artur BBV have each weighed in with their insights on the upcoming clash, offering a glimpse into their perspectives. While both champions expressed admiration for the competitors, their comments were laced with subtle nuances, underscoring their appreciation for boxing's inherent unpredictability and the ever-shifting dynamic DCS of the FAR. Sport. Just a few hours back, Albach of S News posted a clip on his Instagram. During the interview, they discussed the upcoming showdown between David Benavidez and David Morel, but both Dimitri Bivol and Artur BBV appeared reluctant to offer definitive predictions. Bivol, who has previously sparred with Benavidez, admitted that he respects both boxers, but declined to declare a definite winner. "I don't wish to fight David Morel," Evil explained, expressing a more neutral stance on the matter. He acknowledged Morel's talent, though saying that he had heard great things about the boxer and thought the 11:09 KO fighter was a very good fighter when the fight happens. "I will watch," Bol added, indicating his interest in seeing how the bout unfolds. Rather than making an outright prediction, BBV, undefeated at €21 with 20 knockouts, chose to remain neutral when asked about the fight's outcome.
Benavidez, you sparred him, you know he's great, you're great.
Yeah.
He's fighting David Morel. Who wins that one?
I didn't watch fights of David Morel, but I heard about him a lot, that he's a very good fighter with Cuban boxing school. It's interesting. When this fight will happen, I will watch.
Okay, if you beat Artur, and David wins, you and David. Is that option?
It's possible. We are the same weight class, of course, but I don't want to think about anybody.
True. Benavidez or Bivol, who wins? Benavidez and Morel.
The other day you were in England with Roy Jones. You was praying with him. How was that? That was a very beautiful moment to see Christian.
"I don't know," he responded, sidestepping any predictions. What's evident from both champions' perspectives is that David Benavidez and David Morel present distinctly different obstacles. Benavidez, nicknamed the Monster Bandera Roa, brings relentless offensive pressure, blazing speed, and formidable power, making him a daunting adversary with a well-established reputation. Conversely, Morel, a highly skilled Cuban boxer known for his composed nature and sharp technical acumen, has garnered widespread admiration for his exceptional ring intelligence from the perspectives of Bivol and BBV. The fight's outcome hinges largely on the fighters' ability to flawlessly implement their strategies when it matters most, alongside analyzing the Benavidez versus Morel showdown. Bivol and BBV delved into pivotal aspects of their careers and the broader boxing landscape, with a rematch against Artur BBV set for February 22, 2025 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Bol reflected openly on the hurdles of overcoming defeat and the resilience required to bounce back in the unforgiving world of boxing. "It's not about what happens, it's about how we react to it," Bol said, reflecting on the mental toughness required to bounce back from setbacks. He also underlined how crucial it is to avoid making excuses, stating that doing so just makes a fighter weaker. "If you find excuses one, excuse then another one, but But if you don't have excuses, you need to work on everything, he said, underscoring the discipline needed to continue improving. The Russian boxer hinted at the potential for a rematch with Canelo, Alvarez even playfully entertaining the thought of a future clash with the undefeated Alexander Usyk in the heavyweight division. Amid speculation about Canelo's next rival, BVL turned the spotlight on Terence Crawford, praising him as one of his favorite fighters. He knows how to use his skills, Bol said, adding that despite the weight and age disparity, the WBO interim world super welter champion would have a strong chance against Canelo because of his boxing style. As the discussion goes on, a number of important questions come up. Will David Morel's technical prowess be overpowered by David Benz's constant pressure?
This is what you want. This is what you want. Two top guys in the same division, giving the fans exactly what they want to see. And I think that it's going to be a war. In my eyes, I see it as a 50-50 fight. And I know some might say, well, why do you think it's a 50-50 fight? Because one, we know we have definitely seen a lot from Benavidez over the years. When it comes to Morel, we've seen, spots of him. But I really, really know what he brings to the table. And that's why I think this is going to be a tough fight for both guys.
Demetrius Andrade raised doubts about whether WBA regular light heavyweight champion David Morel has the reach to penetrate David Benz's defense during their fight last year. Andrade struggled to penetrate Benz's guard, hindered by the latter's long reach. The bout ended in the 6th round with Andrade overwhelmed by Benz's imposing size, a physical advantage that proved insurmountable. Morel boasts a significantly longer reach than Benavidez' 78 into Benz's 74, giving him an advantage that Andrade lacked. Demetrius Andrade, who began his professional journey at 154 lbs, only transitioned to the 168B division in 2023 before his bout with Benavidez. He had competed just once at that weight, securing a win against D. and Nicholson. Andrade appeared to have issues with Benz's youth weight and reach like a cruiserweight or light heavyweight against a middleweight. He appeared much heavier because he was a big, strong guy. He was able to absorb it. He weighed a lot heavier than me, said Demetrius Andrade to Fight Hub TV about his loss to David Benavidez on November 25, 2023. He added after that fight, Benavidez versus Alexander Gazik at 175. He said, I can still make 168 because he felt the weight difference. Benavidez couldn't do what he can do when he's not the weight guy. Andrade said now he's in a good matchup against David Morel. It's two guys the same size. I think David Morel is talented. I don't know if he has the experience to actually beat. David Morel is a big kid. He has speed, but he's a little wild with his punches that comes with experience. As of course, Benavidez struggled in his 175 lb debut against Alexander Gazik on June 15th of last year, being outclassed in every round by the stronger opponent. His punches lacked the usual force at the higher weight, and he narrowly escaped with a decision victory. Had been a more well-known fighter, his sharper and more effective punches likely would have earned him the win. Andrade,
I think he's getting put into a corner now where he's running out of excuses. He said that the only thing I bring is 25 extra pounds, that I'm not worth nothing, but he's asking 200 million, and now he's gonna fight me in the same night. This shit's just stupid, bro. Like, you just tell the people you don't want to fight me.
Do you think, it's like his hunger is dissipating?
I don't know. I can't talk to you about what his hunger is or how his training is or how he feels. I can only speak to you about myself, but for me, it looks like fear. It looks like fear, like he's scared of me.
David has long arms. Morel is bigger than me when you're throwing punches at Benavidez. His arms are so long that it's tough to hit him. You have to pinpoint your shots against him. I don't know if Morel has that in him. I'm a sharpshooter, and David was able with his length to block a lot of the shots from me. So you've got to set him up with some clean walking trap shots. According to Jose Benitez, Sr., his son, the Mexican monster David Benavidez will face WBA regular light heavyweight champion David Morel on February 1st, with everything to lose and nothing to gain. You might ask why Benavidez would risk so much by stepping into the ring with Morel. According to Jose Benavidez, Señores, they took on the challenge to demonstrate to fans that they are the top contenders at 175, just as they proved themselves when they ruled at 168. Both the networks and the fans were eager to see the Benavidez-Morel showdown. And this high-stakes bout became a necessity as the other potential matchups, like facing Joshua Buati, were just as challenging the plan of Team Benavidez. The Mexican monster is to make history and be the best in the division we're here to give.
Scared.
All right, guys, start with the cameras.
Let's go.
Right here together, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Right here together, guys. Here you guys.
The fans what they want to see, said Jose Benavidez, senior to YSM Sports Media. Of course, we want the big fights, the Canelo fight, the BBV fight, the Bivol fight, and the Zed Ramirez fight. I believe we have to keep showing and give the fans what they want to see. We just got to keep active. We want to be known as the fighters that never ducked anybody or never ran from nobody. We're here to deliver the fights that fans want to see. I believe this is a tough fight that the fans want to see, said Benavidez, señores. He added, we have everything to lose and nothing to gain. Jose, señores, is mistaken to believe that he will not gain anything from fighting. Morel fans will applaud Benavidez, and his popularity will rise as a result of this battle. When we win this fight, I guarantee you that people are going to say, oh, we knew David Morel was not ready. We got to keep testing ourselves. We got to give the fans what they wanted to make history, and we keep learning, said Benavidez Sr. The last quarter of 2024 marked a thrilling chapter for boxing, crowned by the unforgettable October showdown between Dimitri Bivol and Artur BBV. As 2025 begins, the sport is poised to carry that momentum forward, with David Benavidez gearing up to challenge David Morel in a battle that has fans buzzing. The excitement reaches a fever pitch as legendary 5-division champion Floyd Mayweather fuels anticipation for the highly awaited February 1st event. Benavidez capped off an outstanding 2023 by overcoming Caleb Plant and Demetrius Andrade, yet he was unable to land a fight with Canelo Alvarez in pursuit of advancing his career.